Hi, and welcome to Prepping Essentials. Well, Sunday morning, I've come down a little bit later to give the sun the chance to dry the grass out, hopefully. Started off this morning, same as yesterday, really misty, cool, misty and damp. And now, where is it now? About 9:45, 10 o'clock. Sun well up in the sky there and burning down. Charged the battery up for Little Red Tractor overnight, so we'll get that on and give the tractor a run. I'm just looking to see if there's any sign of I'm paranoid now about bee swarms. Just looking in the trees to see if there's any sign of anything. I can't say that I'm noticing any, but that doesn't mean much. They could be anywhere buried in amongst all of this. Hives are all active, so that's good. And that's number one. Number two, the latest one, absolutely packed around there. Don't know what that's about. And number four, yeah, that's a bit odd, that behaviour. Don't quite know what they're doing down there. Hopefully that's not a sign that they're planning an exodus out of the hive. I guess we'll see what happens during the day. Anyway, let me get myself in, opened up, and get this battery put on, and we'll, as usual, make it up as we go along. Well, there's something you haven't seen for a while. Little Red Tractor's out. The grass is still a little bit wet down the side by the tree line, but out on the field I think it's dry enough, so we'll give it a run and see. Well, I've just given it a very quick test drive around. I mean, you can see here the difference in the length of grass, but it is very, very wet still around this area that's in shade here. You can see where it's just been spitting it out rather than picking it up. So I'm tempted to try across the middle of the field there somewhere where it's a bit drier. Got to be a bit careful though, because the ants have been building their ant hills between the last time it was cut, which, God, that must be at least September maybe, last year, long time. And now, so there's some quite sizable mounds, and if I go over them with the cutter, there's a danger that I might actually break something, so I'm going to have a run round. You'll see the progress as I go. Well, just taking a bit of a break from the grass cutting, and I don't know if you'll see this in the video or not, but there's bees literally everywhere swarming around in the sky near the hives. And this first hive is going absolutely crazy. I'm just wondering if they're getting ready to make a swarm. The sky is absolutely full of bees. That's just insane. I don't get too close because I've got no protective gear on. Absolutely crazy. But the whole sky, I don't know if it'll pick it up on the video or not. The whole sky is just teeming with bees. Absolutely crazy. I'll go show you what I've been doing with the grass. It's hard going actually, but I'll take you to have a look anyway. So I've trimmed around the entrance, so that's looking nice, and then I've done round by the parking area, and this southwest corner. To be fair, Little Red Tractor struggled a bit with this because it was really long and quite a lot of thistles. So I'm having to unclog the basket every bloody 5 minutes, it seemed. This patch under the trees is still really wet, surprisingly wet, and you can see the difference in the height of the grass where I've cut there to where I haven't. I did just run down the side, so that'll probably give you a bit better idea of how long the grass actually is. I have got a little bit of a problem though. Wow, look at these blue flowers. Distraction. Look at that. How pretty is that? Eh? How pretty. The size of these thistles, they're just enormous. Yeah, I was cutting away, came down to empty the grass box, and just stopped briefly because I could see the bees. So I turned off the tractor and then thought, oh no, I'll park it and empty the grass box. Went to start it again and nothing at all. Now I know it's not the battery because I've just charged that, and it's been on and off loads of times. So I don't know whether it's got a bit warm, whether it's the coil has gone again. You might remember it did that last year, but it was actually clicking before, and now it's doing nothing at all. It is quite warm, but I can't see it just suddenly turning off after having been on and off pretty much for the last few hours, that all of a sudden it wouldn't do anything. But if I just see nothing at all, not even a click on the solenoid, which is a bit weird. So I'll have to get this down to the tractor garage and get my electrical multimeter out, see if I can fathom it out. But that's kind of put paid to my grass cutting, which is a bit annoying. Still lots of other things I can do. I can tidy up in the cabin after my hive assembly. I can run around with some water on the plants, and I guess more importantly, I can keep an eye on these bees and see what it is that they're up to. Sun is absolutely scorching in the sky. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's absolutely roasting. Same as it was yesterday. Certainly in the 20s. Anyway, there's always something sent to test us. So I'm going to have a little play with this and see if I can fathom out what's gone wrong. Well, it's been scorching again today. Really has. I've been strumming around inside the raised bed area, having a bit of a tidy up. But I've just realised what time it is. I've got to get going. But it's a bit tidier. Still not quite sure what's the problem with Little Red Tractor. It could be the starter switch, but I haven't got time to strip it all down today. I've had a quick look and there's nothing obvious. Bees seem to have calmed down a little bit. the air's not full of them like it was before, but they are still swarming around the hives. They're all really busy, but then I guess they would be. It's a gloriously warm day, and they'll all be out foraging. This new one though, strange activity down here, not quite sure what that's about. Not quite sure. I'm praying it's not the Queen down there, thinking about doing a disappearing act. I guess we'll find out during the week. But that's me now. I won't get a chance to come back down again till probably very early on Tuesday morning. So we'll just have to see what happens in the meantime. They'll either move or they won't. I can't do anything about it other than try and catch them if they do. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, hope you're staying safe and well and enjoying your weekend. Do let me know in the comment section what you're up to. How was that hive build yesterday? I wasn't going to bother showing it, and I thought, you know what, I will. So hopefully there was something in there that was of interest to you. Lots of these blue flowers. Just noticed another great big chunk over here. Not quite sure what they are. Are they cornflowers? There's loads of them. I mean, they really are pretty little flowers. Little being the operative word. Really pretty. The whole field is, though, to be fair, with the different colours, and especially with the hawthorn in full bloom. I mean, for such a common tree or bush, whatever you want to call it, the flowers are really pretty. Really pretty. Anyway, I digress as I often do. Time to get myself off. The bit of grass I've got cut does look a million times better, I have to say. That was annoying me when I pulled in. Now it just makes me want to get the rest done. Anyway, enjoy your weekend and I'll catch up with you in the next one. Well, that's it for this video. I hope there was something in there that was of interest to you. If you did like the video, please do click on the like button. Also feel free to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. As always, I welcome any comments, questions or suggestions you might have. Just feel free to leave them in the comments section below. But for now, thanks for watching and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.